I I know there was one person who called me and said he wanted to come into Nigeria and do business. And I said, okay, what do you need? He said, I want a bank. I said, I don't understand. He said, I want a bank that will give me a loan and leave me alone. I said, there's no such bank. You have to pay your loan. I want to still appeal to us to reduce the noise so that you can listen. If you're from this side, it's very challenging that you're talking and people are not paying attention. Hello? Hello? Okay. Please, I do a little exercise when I want to bring a very important person up. I count 1 to 3 and say go and expect us to clap once. Can we do it together, please? I'll count 1 to 3 and say go and expect us to clap once. Can we do it? Good. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I didn't say go. Okay, can we try it one more time? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I still didn't say go. Can we try it the last time? 1, 2, 3, go. You see, what that says is that for the average human being, you have to tell him something at least 3 times for him to comprehend. So I'm inviting someone, he doesn't have 3 times. He actually has 4 minutes to say what he has to say, and you need to listen properly to be able to get what he's saying. So permit me, therefore, at this point, to invite the Pioneer National Commissioner for the Nigeria Data Protection Bureau. Let's welcome Dr. Vincent Olatunji. Please put your hands together for him.
Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm really excited to be here this afternoon to interact with you, and having listened to the last session, I think it's been really encouraging to be a part of this process. And I'd like to commend the organizers for putting together this type of wonderful audience and for the subject matter that we are discussing about today. The theme of this stakeholders workshop is really key and is really apt. We are looking at streamlining free zones operations for global competitiveness. The key word here is global competitiveness. There's no way we can be globally competitive without going digital. I heard the official from customs, from immigrations, a lot of them talked about digitizing their processes, which is really key. And when you talk about digitizing your processes, you are talking about putting your data, your information online. And I know that in Nigeria as a country, a population of over 200 million people, there are over 104 million people that go online every day. And when you go online, you put your information, you put your data. And there is every need for this data to be protected, to be safeguarded, and to be appropriately regulated. That is, to put in place appropriate regulatory measures to ensure that your data that you're putting online is adequately protected. In fact, most countries now, if you don't have a law in charge of data protection, they don't want to do business with you. And that is why the fourth objective of the Nigeria Data Protection Regulation is about trade and commerce, trans-border transfer of data. Because all we are talking about here, import, export. You move data from here to other countries move their data, and this data is being processed in all over the world. Then do you now have a rule, a law, to guide whatever we are doing to ensure that whoever is doing business with you has that trust, has that confidence that, yes, my data with you is protected. And we have millions of people that are working within these trade zones, and we need to encourage them to ensure that all the members, those regular members, comply with the provisions of the Nigeria Data Protection Regulation, which is of global standard, because the type of data you collect, the lawfulness of the data, how you store it, how you manage it, the confidentiality of the data, for how long do you want to store it. All these are key principles of data protection, which I really want all of us to properly understand and ensure that we imbibe it in whatever we are doing. In fact, the global standard now is for you to build it as part of your process right from the beginning. That is data protection by default and by design. By the time you are designing your database, you embed data protection procedure and processes as part of what you are doing for the beginning. And to a large extent, we will gain more respect from the global economic communities. And now, there is what they call whitelist countries. If your country doesn't have an enabling law to protect your data and information, there are some countries that will not even accept anything from you. They won't accept any data from you. But when you are among the whitelisted countries, you can do cross-border transfer of data and information. And to a large extent, this will encourage the ease of doing business that we are talking about in Nigeria. Between when we started and now, I'm glad to announce that we have created over 8,000 jobs in terms of data protection officers that are working for one company or the other. And we have licensed over 103 data protection compliance organizations. These organizations are to assist you to take you through compliance process to the NDPR so that you can be globally competitive. But if you want to be globally competitive, the issue of regulation is really key. So I want to implore all of us to let us work together as a country, because the image of this country is really important. We are talking about Nigeria. Everything we say this morning is about this country, not about any individual. And we need to do as much as we can to ensure that the image of this country at that global level is adequately protected, and we will be happy to do business with you. And if there's any clarification, any question that we may need, I'm around and I'm happy to attend to such questions and comments. So on that note, we'd like to once again wish us a very successful workshop and commend the organizers for putting this together. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. If you are not too tired, can you clap some more for him?
Thank you very much. Please, on the part of the association, if you check your brochure, you will see that this part of the speech was not there. But you can see the importance of what he has said to our members. So what we will do is we will get from him a full brief of what they are doing and how our members can key in, and we will definitely get it to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very quickly, we will want to constitute the next panel, and of course, the focus of that panel will be banking and taxation policies. You have a question? We will still interact. We will still talk. We need to listen. I'm sure there will be a general interaction later on. We'll have enough time to ask all the questions that we want. But we appreciate the immigration for your time and for helping us to understand the issues. Okay.
Sorry. Thank you very much, sir. Your presentation was very apt. But, sir, my keen concern is data is for national development. Data is for national security. Data is for economic improvement. Data is for social services to be provided. What is happening to our own situation? Thank you very much. Because we don't use our daughters rightly, I'm very sorry. What are we doing? Because it is very critical to all of us here.
Thank you very much, sir, for the wonderful question. I think the question is what is happening to our own data? And government has taken a very bold decision by issuing the Nigeria Data Protection Regulation, which is to regulate whatever data that we put online. Anybody, anywhere where data of Nigeria is being processed, that regulation covers whatever you are doing. And in terms of collection of that data, processing it, storage, transferring to a third party, all these things are taken care of in the regulation. And the government also took a bold step by setting up our bureau, that is the Nigeria Data Protection Bureau, to ensure that your data that you use online is adequately protected, is safeguarded, and all the necessary regulatory movements to protect your data have been put in place. And that is part of why I'm here today, to let people know, to create awareness that this is what is going on in the data ecosystem in Nigeria. And if there is anything that you think we can do together, we are available and we're happy to discuss with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, thank you very much. I'm sure that has been